Hello and welcome to our weekly market outlook for the week of December 6 to 10, 2021. My name is Olugbemi and I'm your host and trainer on MS Africa Academy. So right now we are going to be taking a look at what the market is saying. However, before we move on, let's have this in mind, that trading of currencies, stock, crypto, futures, commodities, whatever you trade in the market, they all have large potential reward. However, they also come with large potential risks. So you want to be aware of this risk and you must be willing to accept them before investing your money to trade live accounts. Do not trade with the money you cannot afford to lose. All right, so let's move on and see what the market is doing for this week, what it did for last week, and what we are expecting for this week. Okay, however, before we do that, let's go into the economic calendar and see what is happening there. Okay, so let me go back and show you how we get here. To go to the economic calendar, I now use XM because XM has everything for you as a trader, everything you need to review your trade, to learn how to do trading right, to trade profitably and professionally. You have all of them at your fingertips on XM Global. All right, so that's why it's very important for you to register. If you're looking for the best broker to trade with, I would suggest you go right now, click on the link below this video and register your live accounts, because you have access to a lot of opportunities. So on XM Global, we're going to take a look at the weekly calendar, the economic calendar for the week, to see what's happening before we move on and see the chart and take a look at what's happening. Okay, so if you look at the economic calendar, this is what we have here. I've done some filter. You probably are going to see a lot more things here, more currencies, more zones being shown here, but I have filtered it down to the major currency pairs that I prefer. However, I want to filter it a little more. Under the importance level now, you're going to see 3 bulls. Okay, the logo of XM is bull. So we have 3 bulls representing the high impact news. So it is the level of importance or impact on the market or on the currency that we have here. And when you see 3 bulls, it's high impact, 2 bulls is medium impact, 1 bull is low impact. Okay, but I want to filter it down because we're going to concentrate on the high impact news. So let me filter it a little more. So this is how to come and filter the currency. I filter it to the major currencies that we usually take a look at in the market. So I'm going to go down now. I'm removing this, and so I have only high impact because that's what we want to focus on. I click on apply, and here we have. So these are the high impact news we have for the week, and let's take a look at them. For Monday, we have British pound. By the way, the time is on GMT. The time, or everything you're seeing here, this timing is GMT time. Okay, so on Monday we have from 9:30 a.m. GMT for British pound, PM high. Yes, it's high impact. We have Aussie dollar for 3:30 a.m. right? Okay, that's for Tuesday. We have 3:30 a.m. Aussie dollar. Interest rate decision, usually high impact, or usually have impact on the market as well. And then on that same day, let's see, sorry. So that same Tuesday, we have Canadian dollar for 3 p.m. GMT, PM high, and then 11:50 p.m. GM, British pound, high impact, sorry. JPY, all right, sorry, JPY, that's yen. And then on Wednesday, we have US dollar for 3 p.m., Canadian dollar as well for 3 p.m., and US dollar again for 3:30 p.m. GMT. Remember, if you're in West Africa like me, that time is GMT +1. So if you are saying 3 p.m., that's 4 p.m. home time. And then we have Thursday. Thursday is 3:30 p.m. US dollar, initial jobless claim, and this also gives high impact on the market. So you want to be aware of all of this. On Friday, we have British pound for 7 a.m., 3 different expected high impact news. And then for 1:30 p.m. GMT, we have US dollar core CPI. So all of this usually have impact on the market, and it is very essential that you take a look at them and you pay attention to them before you trade the market. Okay, so let's move on now and go into the market and see what's happening for the week. Okay, so as usual, we're starting for DXY, which means dollar currency index. We want to see dollar and see what's happening with dollar. Okay, so if you look at dollar, we can see that the trend is beginning to go up. You know, it looks more like uptrend from a couple of weeks ago. Since around June 2021, it's been moving up. We have the first wave, we have some couple of retracement, we have another little push. It got to this mini resistance here, and then it's consolidated for some times, and then now it is up above that area, and it looks like we're going up. You know, maybe the up trend that started around this place wants to continue, and if that is going to happen, that means it is likely to get here. However, where we are now, I expect some level of retracement before it continues again, before it continues its way up again. Okay, so I'm expecting something like this, it retracing down or pushing down, correcting down towards this initial resistance, turned support now, and then continuing. Okay, so that's what we are looking at for US dollar. So if that is going to happen, if we are going to see a little bit of push down in the market this week, although this is not like a certainty, it is pushing up now, and we have that the last 2 weeks candle, we see that we're indecision candle, and if there is indecision, what does that mean? It means that the next candle can go any direction. It could just continue to push up. So it is likely for this to also continue, but this is what my bias is for this week. Okay, so it pushed down toward this area, the area of around 94.6 area, and then continuation. So that's what I'm looking at, and if that's going to happen, let's take a look at how we are going to trade British pound USD. So for British pound USD, we also have this. We were looking at this, and we even did a couple of sell around that time towards this area. Yes, it got towards that area, and now it looks like it is pushing up, and because that area is like kind of mini support, we expect that even if it is going to continue, it could push up a little more. You know, it could correct a little more, maybe not so far, but it is likely to correct a bit more. But if we see it below the 1.3174 area, then we'll continue to sell it down. Right, but from where it is right now, it is pushing up, and if that is going to happen, then it could blend with what we are looking at on DXY, on dollar currency index, because that would mean that if dollar is also going to retrace or correct a little more, then British pound USD is also expected to be a little bit bullish for the week. So let's take a look at Euro USD. All right, Euro USD has also been pushing down. It's the trend is down obviously. However, the last 2 weeks candle showing indecision, and we expect a measure of correction before the continuation of the downtrend in market. So if we are going to see, I expect to see a little bit push up, perhaps toward this area before it continues. And when I say that area, I mean the area of 1.148 before it continues to push its way down. Let's see USD Canadian dollar. USD Canadian dollar is currently pushing up. We see the uptrend starting here, retracement, continuation, and currently it looks like it is pushing down it is beginning to push down for the week, and around where it is right now. Let's see where it is right now. Looks like an initial support turned resistance, so it probably will push down from there. Okay, So if this is going to go down from here, it could get to around the 50 exponential moving average area before it continues its way up, or it could actually continue this downtrend that I started here. So for this week, as long as I don't see it above my 1.285 area, which is around here, if I don't see it above the 1.285 area, then I'm likely going to continue to sell it until I see it's up above that area. Let's look at JPY, USD JPY. Okay, this is an uptrending market, but also in the last couple of weeks we've seen consolidation, and then last 2 weeks candle shows a measure of down push. All right, especially looking at last 2 weeks candle, 2 weeks ago candle, you see that it has a long wick above it. That's a clear bearish, it's a pin bar, we call it, candle, and that's is signifying a push to the downside. We also see that consolidation, the support of that consolidation is being broken by last week candle. So we may see a little bit of retracement this week and continuation. So my bias on this is like that it's going to push down. It could get to some area, it could get to this area. You know, I expect it to get this area. So that's what I'm looking at. It could get, let's say, a minimum of this area. It's expected to get to this area before it continues. So that's basically that. What I'm looking at with USD, and if it's going to get to the area of 111.6, that's a good one, because we are around 113.2 right now, and that's a couple of some kind of 150, 160 pips that are about there. So let's take a look at what it does for us this week. Yes, retracement is expected before it begins to go down, but that's what I'm looking at for now. Let's see AUD US dollar. Yes, AUD USD. Let's see it. Yes, last week candle is bearish, fully a bearish candle. Let me remove what I have there. I think I have, sorry about that. I have, yes, like head and shoulder pattern forming there. And it looks like last week candle has closed below our support, all right? Last week candle closed below our support. Yes, I expect some push up, like a couple of pips toward the upside, to a short bullish move before the continuation, but the general direction to me looks down. All right, so especially because of this down head and shoulder pattern I'm seeing here. And let me show you what I am talking about when I say head and shoulder pattern, for the purpose of those who may be new to the market. So I'm looking at something like this here. Okay, all right, so I'm looking at a pattern like this somewhere here, and that pattern is a sell pattern. So I'm seeing it below the pattern, the neckline of the pattern, and I expect some level of push to the back toward the pattern, and then a continuation of the downtrend. So my bias on this is bearish. UNZD USD bias looks a lot like AUD HZD, also bearish. From what I am seeing, it has broken below our support. Yes, initially it broke, it pushed up again, and then it is back again below that support. And we also have another initial resistance turned support here that has now been broken. Last week candle closed below this area. You see that this is a strong area that has been touched a couple of times. However, last week candle broke before it. Also, we can see that where it is, where the candle closed last week, is also an area. It's also a strong area in the past. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed and eyes opened to see what happens. This is likely going to retrace, push up a little bit, but the general direction for me that I am seeing is down. Okay, so let's move on to Euro pairs, Euro Canadian dollar. Euro Canadian dollar has pushed down up to our support level and has begun to, it began to push up in the last 2 weeks. Also, today's candle, this week's candle is showing that it is coming down a little more, but I feel that this is likely going to come down as only correction and then the continuation of this push that begin here, unless I see it resting below this major support before I make a decision to sell. But in the short term, yes, the major trend is down. However, in the short term, I expect some level of push toward the 1.461 area before it continues its way down. Okay. Euro GBP is all bearish. Last 2 weeks candle were bullish and they got towards the 50 moving average again. However, it is beginning to look down again. The trend is majorly down, and so my bias on this remains downtrending. Okay, so my bias on this remains downtrending. However, it's consolidating a lot around this area. Also remember that the two currencies are from the same zone, and so it is normal to see an extended period of consolidation sometimes. Euro JPY. For Euro JPY, we are beginning to see some push down. Let me remove everything I have here. I have the trend was initially up. However, we see that this next push didn't get up to the higher point, and now we have it back above our 50 moving average. So we are looking at this trend pushing down. However, we expect some level of retracement before the continuation of the downtrending market that just begin. Okay, so we are looking at something like this. You know, so that's what I'm looking at for now. So I expect this to push up a little bit and continue its way down. Euro NZD got to our 50 moving average last week and it closed just there. Now it is pushing down. Yes, the down push may not be for an extended period of time, and it could also be because the major trend is down, so it is expected to continue its way down now. However, looking at the engulfing candle for the last 2 weeks, even last week candle, they're all big candles, could mean a change in direction. So this is coming down right now, and we may see a short day trading sell to do. However, if I see it back and sitting pretty above my 50 moving average, then I'm going to start buying. But for now, the direction for the short term is still pointing down. Let's go to British pound, Aussie dollar. I'm going to need to remove all of this first. Okay, so we have this last 3-4 weeks candle have been bullish. However, it is around the mini resistance area. Do we call the mini? Yeah, it's around the resistance area. By the way, this is weekly time frame we're looking at, and right now it is pushing down, but the major trend is up. While we expect this to continue its way up, we expect a little bit of correction and then continuation. Okay, so we can have something like this. I don't know. Sorry about that. Okay, so we expect something like this to retrace back down and then continue to push up. Let's go to GBP NZD. GBP NZD also looks a lot like what we have on there. Okay, it looks a lot like what we have on GBP AUD, we have it pushing up right now. The trend pushed up from here, it retraced, and then it looks like it is continuing its way up. However, if you look, there's also a kind of head and shoulder pattern here, and this is a push down, this is retracement. If this doesn't go beyond this area, if we see it back below this the 1.939 area, then I'm going to continue to look to sell. But as long as it remains above here and the retracement just pushed down a little bit, when I see a continuation, I'm going to continue to buy. So that's where we are. It is more like consolidation, but the trend push, it really pushed down from this area. It pushed down, gave us a first wave, retraced, pushed down again. However, this one got towards just this high, and that's why we are considering that this could go down a little bit and then continue its way up. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed and eyes opened to see what's happening with that one more clearly. And this is more like a consolidation. It's been in this area for an extended period of time. Right now, it's got to our support and then it pushed up a little bit. Last week candle closed as an indecision candle. So whatever we see this week will determine what we are going to do. So we are going to keep our eyes opened as well and see what the market is doing for this week for us to be able to make a decision. There's a downtrend that started here, and all of this look like retracement to the downtrend. So if we have it towards this area pushing down, by the time I see it below my support at around 1.6847, then I'm going to start looking to sell. GBP CHF. Yes, so this push down, it is currently correcting. We had this consolidation for a long while, and then it pushed down, it retraced, it continued its way down, and now it is also still going up, which to me looks more like correction. So the downtrend is expected to continue. GBP JPY, this one remain above this area, our 148.95 area, and as long as it remains above there, I'll continue to look to do a buy. But if I see it closing below that area, I could do some sell. But the trend is majorly up, and all of this retracements, all of this consolidating area could just be some level of retracement. So I expect a continuation of the uptrend in the market, but if I see it below my support, and then I'm going to start looking to change my decision on that. AUD NZD, the trend is down, and it remains below my 50 moving average, and the last candle closed bearish as well. So my bias on this is still bearish. However, it is currently pushing up, and it could retrace for some times before it continues its way down. But then my bias remains bearish on that. I guess, okay, let's finally take a look at gold USD before we continue. Yes, remove all of this. So gold USD also remains below our 50 moving average. We have it below our 50 moving average last week candle, although it closed as an indecision candle, but it closed just below our 50 moving average. This has also remained in a consolidation for quite some times now, so a lot of care has to be taken, especially with gold pair. But what we are saying now, if it remains below my 50 moving average, and especially if I can see it closing below my mini support here, then I'm going to look to start selling. Okay, so I'm going to look to start selling if I see it's staying pretty below my support there. I'm going to start looking to sell. So that's how far we are going to go in this week's market review. And don't forget to register your live accounts with XM Global, as I have in the details section below there. You want to click on the button for registering your live account and register your live accounts. Let's trade together. You are going to have a lot of opportunity. Also, ensure to join my Telegram channel. The link is also below this video, and ensure to join the Telegram channel because I'm going to be sharing a lot with you there. If you are not on my Facebook group, you can also try to join that. MS Africa Forex Traders Community with Olugbemi. Search for it on Facebook, and let's trade together. You're going to have a lot of opportunity to see free trading tips like what I am sharing here today and more. Okay, I also use this opportunity to invite you to be a part of our academy, MS Africa Academy, where you can learn to do trading right from basic through intermediate and advanced level. So if you are not a student yet, you want to be a part of this, so we're going to welcome you to MS Africa Academy through our Forex Varsity, Day Trader program, or personalized one-on-one coaching. So whatever you want, please reach out. There's a WhatsApp number below this video. You can reach out and let's get you started on the academy. And the Ultimate Forex Trading Blueprint Book. If you've not got your copy, it is available in both e-book and hardcover book. Okay, it's available in hardcover book. I thought I had a copy around here. I would have shown you what I've got here. I have it in hardcover book, so you may want to grab it. You should grab your own copy. It's very important. You can have it on Amazon, or you can order directly via the link below this video. All right, this is how we come to the end of the weekly market review for this week. Thank you for being a part of this, and please enjoy the rest of your day.